Hello class, welcome back 5th grade. Today we're going to continue with Unit 2 and it's called Family Ties. And so today we're going to review about the past tense, past simple. As you remember, when we started classes, we did like activities about the past. We are going to take this topic once again because it's going to be useful in this unit. So, as you can see here, and it's called simple past tense, it can also be called past simple tense. It's the same. So, it says, in the past simple tense, the action is simply mentioned and understood to have taken place in the past. The action started and ended sometime in the past, but the time might or not be mentioned, okay? It means that, of course, we use simple past to talk about actions that we started but also finished in the past. For example, I ate pizza last night. That means that last night, for example, and for dinner, I ate pizza, but I'm not eating pizza right now, okay? I started eating pizza yesterday and I finished eating pizza because I'm not eating pizza at this moment. So, sometimes, like in my example, I ate pizza yesterday. Sometimes you can mention the time, for example, yesterday. But sometimes you're not going to find that word, that expression like yesterday, last week, a few months ago. Okay? Or for example, another would be without the time expression, it would be I ate pizza. Okay? I don't know when, but I'm not eating pizza at the moment. Maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was the last week, maybe it was 2 hours ago, etc. So, it's super simple to make sentences in the simple past, but it's super important to learn how to make these terms into past. For example, we know that walk is in present, but when we want to use it in past, we might add ed, walked, okay? It might be written like walked, okay? Walked. So, and the structure is super simple. Remember that we always start our sentences by the subject, in this case, I, you, or he. Next to the subject, we might use the verb in the past form. In this case, the verb is play, played in past. I played cricket yesterday. That's the complement, the rest of the sentence. You played cricket. He played cricket. Okay, it's not necessary to mention yesterday. So, there are some formulas to make our verbs in past. For example, the spelling rules. The main rule, it says at the ending, when you have a verb that ends in E, you might add D, okay? For example, live, lived, stir, stirred, okay? When you have a verb ending in vowel plus Y, you might add ed. Stay, stayed. Play, played, like in the previous exercise. And when you have a verb that has an ending in consonant plus Y, you might change the Y and change it to a normal, to an I, okay? And you might add ed. For example, try, tried. Carry, carried. Okay? And when you have one syllable, single vowel, and ending in single consonant, you might double the final consonant and add ed. For example, not, nodded. Ripped, ripped. Okay? Two syllables, stress on the second syllable and ending in a single consonant, you might double the final consonant and add ed. For example, commit, committed, prefer, preferred. Okay, this might seem a little bit difficult if you see this chart. Remember that the main rules are the first three ones, okay? Remember, when you have a verb that ends in E, you might add a D. Live, lived. Okay, when you have a verb that ends in vowel plus Y, you might add ED. Stay, state. When you have a verb that ends in a consonant plus Y, you might change it to an I and add ed. Try, tried. Okay, these are the main three rules. You are going to be practicing this in the exercise and you are going to learn it. If you are able to, you can copy this chart on your notebook. It's going to be super useful for you. Please copy this on your notebook and write the date for today. You'll be happy to do this because it's going to help you. So we have activities for the students book and they are on page 20. We have two activities and the activity 7 says, listen and read. What does Darren learn about Amelia? And we have a conversation about and between Darren and Amelia and we're going to listen to it. I want you to practice. I want you to read it out loud at home so you can practice your reading and your fluency.
Student's Book, page 20. Activity 7. Listen and read. What does Darren learn about Amelia?
Who's that? Oh, that's Armando. That was a long time ago. I think he was about 12 in that picture. Oh, is he your older brother? Yes, he's a lot older than I am. He's 25. He lives in London. Really? Yes. He moved to London when he was 23. He works in a hotel. That's nice. You look like him. A little. You think so? Maybe. But he's really tall now. Actually, he's about 6 feet tall. He's the tallest person in our family.
That's it for the conversation. You don't need to do anything in there. We're going to skip exercise 8 and we're going to go to exercise 9 and it says listen and stick. Then write, use the correct form of the verb from the box. Okay, please pay attention carefully to this because you never pay attention to the instructions. The instruction says, use the correct form of a verb from the box. When it says, use the correct form of the verb, it means that you are not going to use these verbs as they are on the box. It means that you are going to do the conjugation, okay? Be born. Okay, you are going to change these verbs into past. For example, was born, got married, graduated, moved. Okay, you are going to use these verbs, but you need to write them in past. Let me repeat. Was born, got married, graduated, and moved. So, for this activity, you are going to use the stickers that are at the back of the book. And the page should say Unit 2, page 20, okay? I already did mine, so that's why they're not here, but you need to take off the 4 stickers because you need them to complete the activities. So please take them off very carefully because I know it's hard to get them off. So you might look at them, pay attention to the stickers, And now, if you are ready, you can play this video and listen to the audio.
Student's Book, page 20. Activity 9. Listen and stick. Then write. Use the correct form of a verb from the box. 1.
Who are all these people in the photos? Like this one.
That's my mother when she graduated from high school.
Really? She looks so different.
Well, she was a lot younger then. She was just a little older than we are now.
True. So, are those your grandparents in the photo?
Yep, those are my grandparents. They were a lot younger then too.
2.
Speaking of young, look at my father in that photo. Those are my parents when they got married.
Wow, those are your parents? I can't believe it. Your dad was a pretty cool guy back then.
Yep, he was really good looking. He was so much thinner then too.
That's true. And he isn't wearing those funny glasses he always wears now.
Yeah, I think he wore contacts back then.
3.
Oh, this is a great picture. What a cute baby.
Guess who?
No, that's not you, is it?
Yeah, that's me. That's the day I was born. I was only a couple of hours old in that photo.
Really? But what happened?
What do you mean?
You were so much cuter then.
Ha ha, very funny. My mother says I was the cutest baby in the world.
Well, I don't know about that. But you were pretty cute.
Thanks.
4.
See that photo? That's me too. I was 3 years old then.
What were you guys doing in this picture? It looks like you were about to leave for a long trip.
That's the day my family moved to New York.
Where did you live before?
We lived in Ohio when I was a baby, but we moved here to New York when I was 3.
And 10 years later, you met your best friend. Me.
Yep.
Okay, so that's it. I hope you wrote the vocabulary, the verbs in past, okay? Pay attention to the instructions because you are not reading well, so sometimes your activities are incorrect because you're not paying attention to the instructions. And that is going to be everything for today. Don't forget to take pictures of this activity. Send a picture to me. Also, write the date for today and your name and send the picture to me so I can check your activities. And that's it for today. Have a nice day. I'll be checking your activities. Please, if you have questions about any topics, you might send them to me and I'll be happy to answer to your questions and messages. And I'll see you the next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.